Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, I had a had a couple other videos that were ready to be published, or throw it on YouTube. The SHTF and all that, they're waiting. But I was like, you know what, we haven't done a ration review in a while, and kind of missing them. So let's just go ahead and without looking back, and just do one. So this is one of my favorites that Gary sent in, the menu number 6, beef taco filling. From the Sapaco company, and this one is 318th day of 2020. So without further ado, let's crack into it. I was about to grab the knife because we've been opening all those 2024s without the peelable seal, but it's time to go back in time when life was a little easier. Always like to see the bag in bag, so it helps to preserve them longer. And I think that's what they were going for. Might have been just a test. Like the ones that are now, they're vacuum sealed to hell. So maybe that's what they were going for when doing this. Anyway, right off the top, well, it's not going to come out. We've got some plain tortillas. Got 2 of them. Calories are 220. 2.29 ounces total on that. Something we don't see very often. Hot beverage bag. We will not be using that. I gotta clean up this workbench again. Doesn't take very long. Alright, so we've got some Santa Fe rice and beans. It's our side. The old trusty MRE spoon. Here's our FRH. Really hope we get some luck out of this. I'd like to have a hot meal. Here is our old school accessory pack. Look how filled that thing is compared to the new ones. We should do like a side-by-side. When I get some more, I'll try to do that. There's the old Bill's Brew. Creamer. So we got coffee and creamer for John. Got a pack of that big salt. We're going to be using that on the heater. Sugar. Cinnamon gum, moist towelette, latex free, some Lighthouse teepee, and of course our damp climate matches. Let's see what we got here. Nut raisin mix, 288th day of 2020. Ourselves some cheese spread. Unfortunately, this is the 1 ounce, so got a drink here. Beverage base orange type 3. Never knew what the type 3 or type 1 or type 2 meant. If anybody can add that into the comments, that would be awesome. Here's our heater sleeve with our nutrition facts. We will be using that. Put it over here. And then of course here is the main event. Beef taco filling. 249th day. 2020. And I know what you guys are going to say. I need to put both of these in this heater pack. But I'm telling you, I'm pretty convinced after extensive testing, you can actually snuff these heaters out by overfilling them. Even putting something on the outside, there's just no ventilation flowing through it. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I'm going to put the whole pack in there. See if we can get this bad boy really fired up. The important part with these older heaters too is to not fill them over the line, because once you do, I've noticed that's kind of it. Like there's really no going back. So I'm gonna get that salt shaken up in there. I can hear it going. Don't know if I feel anything yet. Alright, get in there. Come on now. There we are. Oh yeah, the heater's working. Oh yeah, she's getting hot. Nice. At least the filling will be hot. Really don't understand why they never provided two heaters. You got two components that needed to be heated in order to complete this meal, but you only gave one heater. I don't know. Anyway, that thing's working really good, so let it do its thing. And then of course we're going to well, I really got to get this bench. That heater's working extremely well. I can hear it. Anyway, let's get the rest out of this out on tray. Alright, so that heater is actually working so well, there's actual steam coming out of the corners of the bag. So that ration was stored very well. Perfect. Tastes exactly as it should. Let's just start ripping right in here. Nut raisin mix. Fortunately, those M&Ms don't look like they made it very well, and sometimes they kind of go rancid too, so kind of worried about that. I mean, they are definitely have disintegrated. Yeah, it's too bad. I really would have liked to have heated up this rice, but I would have just snuffed out that heater. More like shame on the government for not providing these guys two heaters. How much were they really saving? $1? See how we did here on these guys. Looks like we did okay. We got two intact. It's not bad. Let's get some cheese on there. Should have made the hole a little bit smaller. But we'll work with what we've got. I think the cheese spread with jalapenos would have probably been better. But again, we'll just work with what we've got, you know? Alright. Well, get some of these rice on here. So basically, in reality, this meal is kind of skimp. And the fact that it's basically two microwavable burrito-sized burritos with a drink, coffee, and some nut mix. thing's still roaring pretty good. But I'm hungry. Woo, she's hot. Screaming hot. Remember, when you're fooling around with those heaters on the bench too, don't let them come in contact with anything electronic like your laptop or anything, because they're still extremely hot and they can fire back up. That beef filling is so good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I think sometimes this beef filling tastes just like Taco Bell's filling. It's really good. But look at that. Look at that, you guys. That right there is one hell of a burrito from an MRE. And I can't wait to dig in. I'm not gonna lie, I think I prefer it without the cheese. But the cheese is just extra calories and you need it, so just put it in there. The filling is so good. I don't know, the cheese just gives it an off flavor. Not really too appealing. And I know that, like, you know, this kind of, you want sharp cheddar with a burrito like this, but I really don't think that sharp cheddar pairs well with this filling. So I know from experience, I'm really concerned about how these M&Ms completely disintegrated, which means I'm pretty sure they're rancid. I'm gonna try a couple peanuts. You want to see a rancid M&M? Just open up a really old pack of M&Ms. We've seen them plenty of times on the channel. Completely disintegrated. I'm not gonna lie, that mix does not, even down to these guys, the raisins, they just don't taste very good at all. Peanuts have an off flavor. So, and like, if you see how this is supposed to be an M&M. Look how it's broken down like that. Beef filling, taco filling, it's really good. Nothing wrong with that. I can eat this all day. Alright, you guys. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Please remember to leave a like if you want to put something in the comments as well. And subscribe to the channel. And that's going to do it for this one, you guys. So until next time, y'all have a good one.